to connect.
Going into this qualifying session at all.
Any predictions? I have a feeling Ferrari is going to be a little bit too quick. I really don't know how to use new technology. All right, so we got currently the GT3 cars are lining up, getting ready to go out. So it's going to be the bronzes at first. So I can tell you for a fact, do not expect to see the 9 car. Or, I'm sorry. Do not expect to see the 60 Mercedes into the next session. I would be incredibly surprised if Claudio finds significant amounts of time because he was the slowest of the bronzes last season. Can you... 2 minutes till start. I'm just trying to connect my dang AirPods so I can listen to it from my other screen, but no, it doesn't want to work. Well, I guess I'll have to use my phone for the audio. We'll make it work. I'm watching the streams through HBO Max. Porsche looks first to be out. With the changes to qualifying, that does actually mean that Valentino Rossi will be qualifying the car. So, fun fact for that. Just realized that. And all right, session's live. It's gonna take them a few minutes to get up the get the tires up to temperature, but they should be moving on about 3 laps. In the practice session, if you were watching earlier this morning, when the Aston Martin came out of the pits, it was genuinely significantly slower than the GT3 cars on cold tires. It's right in the beginning of the session if you go back to watch the practice 3 session back. You can actually just see the Aston's going to definitely be struggling with the cold tires that the other teams did with the previous few years, but we'll see. I think the Valkyrie will be fine. Oh, Dames are on the screen. Hold up. Gotta change hats. All right. We have audio now, so I can actually hear what is happening. So, yeah, and if you guys want the same extension that I'm using for the timing and scoring, it is this application right here. Timing 71. It will replace the timing screen that you get when you have IMSA up or a GT like Amazon AWS series, the GT3s. So it changes all of the timing and scoring for all of those websites. Derek DeBoer, Francois Herriot, Ian James, Yasser Shaheen, Ben Keating. You're looking at this group of cars from Ian James. These guys right here are probably going to be your fastest ones in the class. Christian Reed as well. And I'm very curious to see where is she? Celia. She's the new addition to the Iron Dames team. She's a bronze. And I don't think we're thinking she's really a bronze. She's probably very much like Sarah Boovy was with silver pace, so expect to see that car up there. So still got cars on warm-up laps. No one's really pushing it. And we still have Hyperpole to come back later. That will be with the silver drivers, including Valentino. Any predictions for GT3 pole? We are going to be using the silver drivers, so I think it's going to be a very, very tough bet to go against Valentino Rossi as the silvers. Yasser Shaheen went to Team WRT. All right. Just pulling up the results so we can see from FP3 to see what the comparative lap times should be from. Funnily enough, the FP3 section was affected by rain in Qatar. So there's your fun little pit. It's been pretty cloudy there, so. All right. Classic. Down to the twos. All right. So with the pros in the cars, we were running in the lap times down between the 154s and the 156s. So we still have a long way to go in terms of lap times for these to drop for us to be able to get to the competitive times we're expecting to see. So we're still just seeing everyone warming up their tires. We're going to see these times drop significantly in the next couple of minutes, especially from drivers like Yasser Shaheen, Ian James, Ben Keating especially. A lot of old IMSA boys in here from the qualifying days of GTD, seeing Ian James, Derek DeBoer, Ben Keating, Ryan Hardwick, guys like that, racing in GTD for so long, making their way over to the World Endurance Championship. All right. First car down, sub 2 minutes, is the Porsche of Ryan Hardwick. And then someone goes 1.5 seconds quicker, and we're dropping the times down. So now we have Ian James. Nope, we have Tom Van Rompuy in the Corvette. So the times are dropping now very fast. Derek DeVore, Aston Martin, 156.7. So the times are going to be dropping really quick now. Everyone's going for their final push laps. Down to a 156.4 now. Down to a 155. We're only fast Lexus. Man, second. Just a tenth off. WC, oh, what? That sucks. It's still working in the US on HBO. Not missing much because the cars are just now starting. Well, actually, you're just starting to miss the good stuff, which is a shame. They just started putting in their best laps now. Fastest time in FP3 for GT3 again was a 154, 154.5, and that was the McLaren, and it was the Lexus actually in second. So McLaren and Lexus were both fast in FP3. Corvette was up there too, so let's see if Ben Keating will pop up there. If you guys have any predictions for pole with the silver class cars going in hyperpole, let me know. I'm curious to see who you think is going to be able to keep up with Frey. I think it's Frey in the Iron Dames, and I think Drudy in the Aston Martin, and then we'll have where's the car? Then we'll have Valentino Rossi as well, going for pole in GT3. Yeah, McLaren seems really, really good this weekend, and so does the Lexus. It's actually really surprising to me. I didn't think the Lexus would be really effective at all in the WEC, but you keep the old girl still going. A little more than a tenth between first and second. I'm really surprised to not see Celia go any faster. I was honestly expecting a little bit more out of her because she's supposed to be an up and coming driver. She's not supposed to be like a gentleman driver. So I'm still waiting to see a time come in from her. I'm really seeing it. Down to a 154.9. Wait, so literally just the US has that seems unfair. Oof. Yeah, sorry guys. No bueno. Well, McLaren back to the top. Still 1 minute remaining in the session. Yeah. Well, I guess we can just hang out here and watch the time scoring, I guess. The information screen they're using on the side of the car is sup- oddly big. Yeah, I guess it looks like it's the WC app is down for everyone. Um, what if you guys used the browser, just a web browser, and logged in that way? Because you can log in and watch on the web browser. It might be able to work if you guys do it that way. When we had the app as an option in the US, that's what I would do when it didn't when it went down. Watch it back in 2016. Oh, that's lame. Oh, are you on your phone? I'm guessing. All right. Last cars crossing the line. Top 10 are going to Hyperpole. So no Porsches, no Porsches in Hyperpole. No Iron Dames, no Manti. Did Ben Keating not make it? Ben Keating, wow. I was really expecting something good with that new bronze. Uh, that is not a good sign for Porsche and GT3. That is surprising. Um, well, the app just reset it. If it works again and y'all are popping back over to there, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. That's crazy. Two Porsches. They were the fastest cars here last year. I believe they won the manufacturer's title in LMGT3 last year as well. So them not even making it a Q1. I think they have some of the better bronze drivers too. I really wasn't expecting Ben Keating to get outrun by Tom Van Rompuy. It's like, I'm confused. In LMGT3, there is a really interesting storyline. So you have the driver of the 92 Porsche is the team principal for the two Mustangs and the 99 Hypercar. So the guy's the team principal for three cars in the grid and racing for a different team. Quality doesn't work anymore? We'll be back doing the entirety of the race tomorrow as well. We'll be staying up for the race. Just on break, waiting for the next session to come out. They're installing the silver drivers into the GT3 cars now, and then they will go out for Hyperpole with the top 10 going for it. Valentino Rossi is in the car. Yeah, that is crazy that they didn't make it through. All right, so there are 10 cars in there. One Corvette, two McLaren, two Lexus, one BMW, two Ferraris, and one Ford. Any predictions for pole? Once the drivers leave the pits, the timing will update, and you'll see the new drivers that are in the car. Looks like Lexus and McLaren are fastest. I would not be surprised with the United Autosports pole. They have some really good silvers. That is interesting. Sorry, I got a funny work-related text there. That's gonna be fun. Dang. Just waiting. Just waiting. Currently, they're having some issues with the pit lights, so they may start off of the voice instead of just using electric. They're having some electrical issues in the area. I know they did with F1. All right, so session is green. We are going to get an update. All right. Castellaggi, Rui Andre, Chantalel. Robichon stays in. Waiting on John Marco. Also, I'm waiting on one more driver to put in a time or cross the line. Nope, all the drivers are out. So we have one bronze on the grid. I think it's got to be Rossi. I think it's got to be Rossi. It's hard to get bet against him, right? Like we can't. I mean, it is a bike track too. He just dive bombed Sean Galal on cold tires. On board with a Sean Galal right now, and they just showed Valentino just full send it up the inside and ride some curves. Oh, oh good. Sorry, had to dip. Honestly, the cornering speeds a lot of times might be pretty similar in the MotoGP. So he's gonna at least know the layout of the track. I mean, he's literally has hands-on experience on the track when he dragged his hand across the track. One of the BMWs dropped out of the top 10 with a track limit violation. Honestly, I think he's gonna be fine because he's I think he's got enough experience in cars now. I mean, he's gonna still get better, but the guy's good. He's a good car driver and he understands lines and momentum. Yeah, Rossi's on a pretty quick lap already. There we go. Rossi's down to 155.1, 2 tenths off the best time in the previous session. Those Lexus are fast. No. But I'm watching on HBO. So the stream I'm watching on is the HBO stream, and then I have this directly from the WEC's website. So it's still working for HBO. All right. I'm going to do something since it's down for you guys. So there's a Discord link. I'm going to stream the actual broadcast in the Discord. So give me a second. I'm going to try and set that up real quick. But if the link is old, let me know and I'll change it. It should be in the description, but I'm going to try and put it into the Discord for you guys. Just don't tell anyone. What on earth? $154.3 from the Lexus. Yeah, the Lexus are really quick, and so is the McLaren. I'm not sure they got the BOP quite right. Was over. Oh, he had a lap deleted. Again, there's a link in the description, and I'm going to try and put it in the chat as well. That will take you to a way you can watch. There you go. I'm not doing anything. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just streaming the timing and scoring, nothing else. Yeah, it's just not surprising to see those cars up there after the previous sessions. Whoopsies. One of the Lexuses is spun out. Yeah, if you guys want, go ahead and feel free to join the. I think the Discord link literally. I think my own Discord link got deleted from the chat. I don't think I can even post links. But if you join the Discord link, just leave a like on the video for me. It helps out. But yeah, feel free to hop in and watch on the Discord as well. Thank you guys. All right. Are you guys excited for Hypercar? Like I am. I'm bouncing, and it's not just because I drank a full one of these with all the sugar and all nonsense. I'm like bouncing, excited to finally get this season started. I'm a little bit worried Ferrari's too quick. I'm hopeful Cadillac's fast enough. The Lexus is close. He's on the lap. No, not enough from him. Ooh. Well, if you guys want, like I said, I have the one open in the Discord. So in the description, you can just click that. Oh, all right. The iron names are out. I'm going with the BMW hat. All right, I want predictions. Who's taking pole first race of the season? Alex Lynn's going to take the pole. That's my guess. Floco is going to be second. Top five is going to be all Ferrari and all Cadillac. Peugeot will make their first hyperpole. Peugeot has been so bad in qualifying. I'm really excited to see that program do well because I'm worried that Peugeot's program is Peugeot. Worried their program is on the chopping block if they don't start getting some results. So hopefully they do. Bit of debris on the track. So I know y'all are excited to see that. Let's switch to this one. Let's switch to this hat because this hat has got a funny story to it. I was at the Rolex in 2018. As you can see, this hat has some signatures. At about midnight in the race, IMSA tweeted out that they were giving away a hat signed by the entire Acura Penske team. So like Juan Montoya, Dane Cameron, Elio, Ricky Taylor. So I was like, oh, sweet. And they just took a picture and said, first one to come to this spot gets it. So me and my buddy start walking over there. We know where it is. It's on the garage where the prototypes are. And I see this other guy walking there. I'm a tennis coach. And I look at him and I can definitely tell he's thinking the same thing. So we see someone standing off in the distance holding a hat. So me and this guy just take off full sprint. I definitely didn't need to run full sprint. I was definitely a little bit quicker than him, but I ended up running to get the hat and I ended up getting the hat. But it's missing one signature from the drivers. There's Rossi, Dane, JPM. I think I'm missing Elio. So I need to find Elio because I think that's the only one I'm missing. It's really hard to it's really hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure it's Elio that I'm missing. I think yeah, that's Ray Hall. One of those is Ray Hall. All right, enough of the hats. Yeah, this is funny. I'll pull this up. So I saw someone post this on Reddit a while ago. They posted a picture that they drew it, and I was like, "Oh, that looks really cool." So in the comment, I immediately just put in the comment, I was like, "Yo, I'll buy that from you." Or I said I'd Venmo him Venmo him for it, and he's like, "Okay." So I kind of felt called out. So then I had to do it. Turns out the guy's from Poland. So I had to, so he PayPal or I PayPal him, and yeah, he shipped this drawing all the way from Poland. I got a package one day that showed up on my door from Poland, and I can be honest, I've never been more confused in my life. But yeah, thank you, Max from Poland, who drew this on 12/8/2023. Oh, they got the Valkyrie on screen right now. All right, drivers, we have Andlauer, Kevin Estre, Harry Ticknell, Mike Conway, Sebastian Buemi, Alex Riberas, Alex Lynn, Dries Vantor, Rene Rast, Paulo Chaton, Jules Gounod, Earl Bamber, Antonio Fuoco, Per Guidi, Kubica, Paul DeResta, Loic Duval, and Neil Johnny. I'm going with Lynn for pole, Fuoco for second. Oh, come on, let's get this going. If you're able to actually watch it, keep an eye on the Valkyries and their tire warm up. They were struggling so bad. Big lockups every corner, just car not slowing down. It couldn't even put the power down on the straight line. Bruce Giuani asked Valentino, very important question. He said, "Did you have fun?" Valentino responded with, "Yes." I don't really have anything personally against Bruce Giuani, but I don't understand why you don't have a native English speaker on an English speaking broadcast. Like I get it's international, but I don't get why there's a lot of really good British broadcasters and good interviewers that would be great in the pits. I'm just not sure what Bruce Giuani offers over them. I kind of get confused by him a little bit. I mean, he might be finding his own way, but I don't I don't know. That's I don't even know if they're gonna be competitive by then. I think they'll be in the top. I think they'll be the. I think it's gonna take till way after Le Mans, Fuji, but I think they're still gonna struggle with the tire wear, no, the tire warm up. But having Tinknell should help because he helped develop the 963. He's a Multimatic driver, not a Porsche driver. Porsche. 1 minute delay. 1 minute delay. The Belgian-looking BMW looks a lot better than the other one. I like how WRT has a little bit different liveries to the RLL cars. And it's gonna happen. And then we have to wait for the tires to come up temperature too. But it is green. Track is green. Cars are on track. And they are following the Aston Martins out onto the track. Alrighty. Predictions. Oh my, yeah. The Aston looks like a GT3 car. They're on board with it right now, and you can see another car on there. It is so much slower on the putting the power down and getting out of the corners. Oh, bless me. Oh, it's exciting. Season starting. Nico Lapierre on the management side of Alpine now. It's weird sitting him sitting there just looking like an engineer. Jeez, these cars look so sketchy right now. So the best Sector 1 time done so far is still slower than the best GT3 Sector 1 time. And we're 3.5 minutes into the session. We're also still nowhere near the GT3 times. Reminder, if you click the link in the description, you can find a link. You should probably click that link. Looking poll time, we should be expecting to see 48s, 49s. 48s and 49s were the top times of the weekend. There we are. Dries Van Tor, 49.9. Nick DeVries is about to put down a lap time. DeVries was a full 1.1 seconds faster. There we are. Whoa! Okay, I was expecting a 48, not a 46.6. Holy moly, Toyota, what are you doing? What? Sandbagging. Holy moly. That is second and a half, 2 seconds faster than anything we've really seen so far. All right, Nick. Holy mo! They had an absolutely incredible sector too, and now Peugeot's even faster. But what is Van Dorn about to put in? Keep an eye on Stoffel's lap. 145.3 from the pug. We have a pug in the lead. There we go, Bourdais. Here comes the caddy. Come on, Bourdais. Porsche's running on a quick one. I was not thinking we were going to see these kind of times. I was thinking maybe 47s. Holy moly. You can hear the Aston Martin in the background. It sounds so good. Oh, 39s. I've been sitting here thinking we're running crazy lap times. Okay. They're still getting the speed pass. Because then you're like, what is going on? 39s. All right, so 37s. Okay. Don't forget there's a link in the Discord. It'll take you to a place where you can watch the stream if you want one. There's a there we go. So there's a 140.4 from the Pug and a 140.3 from Estra. And Lauer 39.9. Kubica is running on a quick one. Dries 39.5. Fuoco 39.4. Giovinazzi 39.3. Friends is on a very, very fast lap. 4/10 up in the first sector. Marco Sorensen with a 141.7. Haven't seen a fast time from caddies yet. Lynn just set the fastest sector 2. Ferrari 123. Alex Lynn, P1. Let's go, caddy. Roman Friends, P1. Dries bumped up, P3. Bourdais got to put in a better lap. That's a good first sector from Bourdais. Seb's only 3/10 off of Lynn right now, so he should be coming in with a 39.5. What's up, Corey? Corey, if you need a link, it's in the Discord. Bourdais, 39.6. Where's the other Toyota? P16. Not surprised to see BMW up there. And with RLL not running the team, they could run a realistic chance of having a very good race and not shooting themselves in the foot. Now, Hartley needs to get his butt in gear. And Giovinazzi's about to do something crazy. Keep an eye on the timesheets. You're going to see a 38 from Giovinazzi. There it is. Ferrari's fast. Float go right behind him with a 38.6. And it pops off like that. I'm not a fan of that. It already removed all the times. Man, that's a shame. Are Peugeot going to make it in? All right, we are getting ready for hyper pole. The cars will come in. We'll reset them. 10 cars going for pole. Schumacher's not on it, so Malaysia might be on it. Malaysia has a chance if he runs a good final sector to knock out Andlauer. Andlauer's knocked out. Malaysia knocked out Henske. Peugeot is on the chopping block for Hypercar. P12. P12 for the pug. So we are going to have for Hyperpole the 51, 50, 12, 15, 20, 38. No Penske Porsches, one Pug, and I think one Toyota. Brendan Hartley did not get a single lap in. That was decent. Proton is the Team N car. Neil, Nico, and Nico. Hartley just did not have a good session. He never really got the tires in a good spot and couldn't put in a good lap. The commentators are just as stunned. I mean, it's also the 5 and 6 Porsche are also out. So only the 7 car made it in. So it was 51, 50, 12, 20, 15, 83, 38, 35, 7, and 93. Ferrari, Ferrari, Cadillac, BMW, BMW. Let's see where Hartley is. Hartley was 8 seconds off the pace. What on? I think he may have set a lap and just had track limits. I think, yeah, that's what they're showing right now. I think his best lap was a track limits issue. Oh, he spun. He fully spun out. Toyota's gonna be fine race pace wise, probably. I think they're probably a little bit heavier, but I think Lusail's not really a good track for them BOP wise because the track is so flat. It allows like the LMDHs and other cars to run so much lower that Toyota, they do have a really good suspension program and car setup in their car. So it allows other people to be closer to them. That's why like the rougher the track, the better Toyota is. So when they did Brazil last year, Sao Paulo, Toyota was like a second a lap faster in sector 2. The rest of the track, they were dead even with everyone, but just through that bumpy, super slow technical section, Toyota was just able to put the power down and run so much better. But this track has so much grip. I think it just kind of hurts Toyota in general. Like, you don't need to have a good suspension built car to be fast here. I think that's where Toyota's kind of being hurt. Like, once we get back to Imola, they'll be pretty quick again. But I think here, this track, they're going to struggle with just because it's perfectly flat. Right now, they're interviewing Estre. Porsche is not happy about their short run pace. That's not good. Marco Sorensen under investigation for speeding in the pit lane. That'll be a they're about where they should be. The car looks comfortable once it's up to temperature. It's just a little bit slow, but they have a lot to learn about getting those tires up to temperature. Having Harry Tinknell on the team, a guy who worked with Multimatic in developing the 963, that's a big deal. I think Harry Tinknell will help them get up to pace. There's now 10 teams who figured out the solution to getting the tires up to temperature faster. I think they're going to be able to figure it out pretty quick. I think they're going to be like BMW was last year. I think they'll start having some competitive, like top 10 running time by Le Mans. And then after Le Mans, I think they'll be like thereabout. I don't think they're going to touch Ferrari, Cadillac, Porsche, or Toyota this year on outright pace. I think they'll be battling with the other cars. 30 seconds till Hyperpole starts. Hyperpole is green on the timing and scoring. So we have Conway, Alex Lynn, Dries Vantor, Rene Rast, Charles Malaysia, Sebastian Bourdais, Fuoco, Giovinazzi, Kubica, and Paul di Resta. I do like the way the BMW is looking wet compared to IMSA. I don't know why. It's that much of a difference, but I really like it. I don't know if anyone else is going to be able to touch Ferrari. That was some really fast times they dropped down there at the last second. It's currently nighttime and it's not actually hot in Qatar. There's a minimum, so like they have to be air temperature. So they actually have rules against what you're saying. So like you could be cheeky and just sit them on the tire wall, but then the sun's going to heat them up and they'll be more than the atmospheric temperature. So that is literally a rule with the cars. They have to have the tires when they put them on at atmospheric temperature. But for Qatar, it's actually a really unusually cold weekend. It was raining in FP3, and right now it's overcast and nighttime. I think they said the temperature is about 18 degrees Celsius. Oh, I can actually tell you. The air temperature right now is 15.6 degrees Celsius. Yeah. So it's not too hot there. It's like a British summer. I think I've been waiting for Alpine to do really well. I feel like they have the best LMDH chassis. So like when Acura came out of the box swinging, I felt like, yeah, Alpine should be pretty good. And the only thing that's really held back their car is their engine reliability. At Le Mans, they had really good speed. They're running like fifth and sixth. I think they have good long run speed. I think the chassis is really good. There's no reason why Alpine can't be competitive, but I bet you they will not be competitive for the first 2 or 3 hours of the race. Is that actually Ollie Caldwell? Or, huh? Anyways, yeah, I'm not surprised by Alpine doing really well. I figured they would be a very, very strong team. And it's not like so they had hypercar experience before they even came in with their hypercar. They ran the old Rebellion LMP1 for 2 years, then switched back down to LMP2 and then came back. So definitely the team I thought would get up to speed the fastest in LMDH cars year one. And I think they pretty much did that. What's up, Polly? Good luck with whatever you're doing this year. I think you're doing FE? Japan? I can't remember. Good luck with it though. Oh man. Just so excited for racing. Yeah. Yeah, that's such a shame they pulled out. That would have been I mean, I feel like they kind of hurt their sports car legacy with it. Withdrawing from it. I mean, Audi did so much for growing their brand and making people look at them like a sporting brand through the GT3 and Le Mans program. And I mean, maybe F1 will do it for them, but I don't know. It just doesn't sit right. I felt like Audi can do both. They didn't need to do one or the other. I mean, I don't see them coming back anytime soon. I think, well, I mean, they always could. I mean, I don't have any real reason to think it's more of just the vibe. I just don't. Would it make sense for them to come back now? I mean, it did for Aston. Like, look how well Aston's been received, but Aston brought a 6.5 liter V12. What's Audi gonna bring that's gonna bring everyone super excited besides just the name? One of the Giovinazzi just went way off the track and he went around the outside of his teammate and went off the track. He was on for a decent lap there. I I don't know how close they actually were. Um, I don't think it was ever reported that they were a week away, but I think they were close to doing like engine testing. I don't think they. I mean, I don't know. They could have had everything designed and ready to go. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. I mean, Peugeot was ready to go in Sebring in 2012 for the WEC 2 weeks before the season, and then they withdrew. But I've got conspiracy theories about the diesels, the ending of the diesel cars. I I don't think Peugeot withdrew. I think Peugeot kind of knew what Audi was doing with the diesel emissions, and I think Peugeot was looking for an excuse to get out of the diesels. I am curious if the revelations of Dieselgate with the ACO giving beneficial beneficial engine regulations to diesels in the mid 2000s because of the emissions data provided to them saying it is greener and it's a better technology. So they were lied to by car manufacturers. They changed the regulations to benefit diesel, and then it turns out diesel wasn't more efficient anyways, and it was also polluting way more. Those wins kind of still stand from Audi. I mean, they stand, but like, are they dirtied from having beneficial regulations based on emission standards that weren't true? I don't know. But I think Audi took advantage of the diesel regulations that the ACO made for Peugeot. I think Peugeot announced their program before Audi did, anyways. And then Audi just did a better job of running the team and building the car. All right, we're down to the 38. Fastest time in the previous session was a 30. Was what, a 35? Lynn in second. Hello. So one of the Ferraris might have thrown away their chance at pole or a good start with going off. Oh, he had to lift. Bourdais had to lift. He's not going to run a great lap. Damn. He lifted coming out of four. I think there's more time to be had. Fuoco. Is Dries going to take the first two Hypercar poles of the year? So far, yes. Dries Vanthoor, so far, 100% record Hypercar qualifying. Daytona pole. Oh, he's 4 seconds off. Looks like most of the cars are running mediums on the right side and hards on the left. Damn. Yeah, that is crazy. Ooh, Bourdais still pushing. Come on. He lost some time and we're not done yet. Bourdais still got his lap. Oh, wow. Ferrari. Giovinazzi snuck it at the last second. No pole for Dries Vanthoor. Yeah. Ferrari snuck it at the line. Vanthoor's still running. Vanthoor's still running. He's a 10th up in the first sector. He is up in the second sector. Vanthoor is still running. This is not decided. Oh, he didn't. What? What? Oh, I thought it was. Oh, yeah. Okay. It was the previous sector showing up. Anyone still running? Nope, it is done. So we have Giovinazzi starting on pole, Dries Vantor starting second, Fuoco in third, Lynn Bourdais, Robin Frines, Nick DeVries, Robert Kubica, Shaw Malaysia, and Jean-Eric Verne. Toyota starting 7th and 18th. Porsche starting 11th and 12th. Vantor is going to be really exciting on the start. So, all right. So I'm expecting an amazing race. I wasn't expecting to see BMW up that high. That's awesome to see. We should have some good competition then between the three. Cadillac seems to be the lightest of the cars. Well, they are the lightest of the cars per BOP, so they should be very, very, very good on the long runs. Can Jota get Cadillac's first WEC win? I don't know. But I will see you guys tonight. We're going to do another watch along, and the Discord will be open as well for the race. Tonight, I'll see you guys then. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, or if you hung out and leave a like, please helps out. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys during the race.